What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish. Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You dislike the Dalish? He does dislike the traditions of the Dalish. Because they're lost.
You found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like worshipping Elganon.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. To present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
A lot of elves left their posts because they believed that you were the Dread Wolf, though at the end of Inquisition, one of these things is not quite like the other.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say
Have those
that
hands
his
always
were the
been there?
faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
You're like angry, bro. Come on, he's a this. Give me a good dialogue here, game. He's brutal. Yeah, he's a mean guy.
He uses his power to crush any opposition.
Yes. He is far more powerful than I am, and he wields that power like a graceless bludgeon.
Look at Solus's feet.
When I
They look all
defeated him,
diseased.
It is because I outsmarted them. Because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly
I was about to say the same thing. Good job, Rook. You said I'm intelligent.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We've barely talked. We barely talked. Mr. Inquisitor would make more sense being right here. Mr. Varric would be... I guess I did call him out at the very beginning. But thank you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Thanks, game. Let's be sympathetic.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I try to avoid entanglements.
Oh, please. You were fine, Mr. Dreadwolf. You had a whole bunch of followers. And what about the Inquisitor?
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion that helped adapt to our world.
Shout out to Cole.
He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal.
Nice to have that confirmation.
Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that.
No mentioning Sarah.
So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil.
Hey, we knew about that for like the first act.
Power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So this is our last big hurrah before we get in a big fight? And before we end the game? That sounded like a point of no return.
Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
Davern, pay attention.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed two in one go.
Didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
That's why we'll win. Ha 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 ha. The trap barely worked, really. Because we only used it on one dragon and there was two and we just aced it. I'm guessing that the plan that we're going to suggest is that we're going to get all the Veil Jumpers, the Lords of Fortune, and stuff like that already.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before. Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again?
Help again.
Oh, I just agreed with
allies
Tosh.
everywhere now.
What about the Venatori? Are we going to ask about the Venatori? I'm sure this is asking about what are we going to do about the Venatori rather than the other thing. How about the Veil Jumpers?
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elganon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city.
Hey! We are going to talk about the
Weapons,
Antam
armor,
again.
Gatlock. And food. About half our remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Laconis?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting.
I do want to point out that the person that was the most grumpy about not knowing where the contract is the guy that's providing us with the information about where we can find the contract. Take note. Is it noted? Thank you.
At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Thanks for explaining, because I barely know Viago as a character.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the God's trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
We could just write him. We could just write him a letter. Be ready to go.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next
Never
time
mind.
the gods
The
appear,
stupid phrase.
let's make sure it's the last.
I've never liked the phrase "be prepared for anything." It's like, how do you do that? You can't do that reasonably. It's stupid. It's dumb. And then we get a codex entry for their book club. Don't like that either. Oh, we have a quest here. Oh, it's from a letter. Rook! We've continued to study the changes in the Blight. Our latest findings are very interesting and disturbing. We can't let this spread continue. We'll catch you up next time we're in the wetlands. Sure thing. So we're gonna have another round of going out everywhere. Probably less in Arlethan. Ooh, everyone has a quest. Except for Harding. Let's talk to Harding. Let's be romantic. Hey, Harding.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
Was that a jab at Dragon Age Origins? I don't think anyone said what's shaping. And I also think it's very cringe dialogue. So Harding has a right to laugh, but they turn it into a cute thing. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm here.
I know, and I'm really grateful. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain.
Oh yeah, that is what happened to you.
I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then you were there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
Oh, that's the point of her quest. Thank you, Veilguard, for being so direct on it, so I could actually understand through your quick, fast-paced writing. Maybe it is up to us so that he's not
I
alone.
never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. Do you think he can be helped?
The Inquisitor and Solus were friends. I know he wants his friend back. He's reached out. All Solus has to do is take the offered hand, the simplest thing, and yet no one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
I like how that ties into the overall quest, though. She's like, hey, I've been dealing with suffering and pain. Maybe that's what Solus has been dealing with. It's a little bit different because Solus it really does all fall on Solus, but the conflict that Solus has, like the let me help you and the I'm not going to do that, like that has been core to his character a lot. And the way he doesn't trust people, he doesn't let people in, and once he does, he kind of forsakes them, and that's true. The way it was in Dragon Age is that he did see everything as a tool, and he wanted to restore the Elven civilization and empire. This game has kind of had a twist it to he wanted to re-imprison the Elven gods. And I think that is a tragedy. I like the backstory that they gave Solus here, but I think they should have kept that as the focus. It's a little bit less safe, and it would be hard to do in a live service. You don't want to be killing elves. Just specifically killing elves the whole time. I think that was just a little too much. Let's go with some easier bad guys for a live service game like the Venatori, and let's make the Antam so that we don't have to kill all Kunari. I feel like there's a couple of decisions made to make it less we're gonna genocide. So, oh no, I did a rook. I started a I deserve that. We were talking to everybody because they all have quests. Gloomhowler? Gloomhowler? Gloomhowler?
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent word.
They found him?
A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. You might have a lead on Isaiah.
No, not a lead.
We've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
The Profane and the Lost. That sounds a little like it. Lucanus, we already did your quest, didn't we? If we're foraging?
You're foraging, Luke. I'll make a pot of Giacomo.
No, thank you. Nev, have we hunted down your person? Your Venatori friend?
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant.
Yes.
You remember our talk with Rana?
Yes.
She had a lead
Well,
on
barely.
Alia's location.
Hey.
A place called Sanctum Lucican.
Yep. I do remember that.
Temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Let's take her down.
Alia can't hide anymore.
Maybe, but getting to her won't be easy.
So, where is this place?
The Minratha's Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market.
Oh, good. A place that we can easily get to.
Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Oh, because I'm a Lord of Fortune.
Infiltrating an abandoned temple. Good thing you've got me around.
Less abandoned than we'd like, but I won't argue. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So, what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Hey, that's a proper tee-up. Okay, we're getting in the end game. Let's talk about your brother.
Oh, that's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did.
I can't just stop
And
looking
it's
at the
big.
statue with that
Really,
face on it.
Really big. Arlathan big, maybe.
You sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
You know what that means.
Like I said before, Balara, we stop Syrian however we have to.
The resonance just happened. We might still be able to stop them.
Might isn't good enough.
If we catch them early enough, before they've had a chance to align the crystals.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
All right, that's going to be the first one because it sounds the most pressing. Oh, hey. Harding's favorite foods. I am a fan of Scout Harding, but I'm not that big of a fan. Oh. There we go. All right. Talk to me, Emmerich.
Mana, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
Oh, hey!
That bad as it sounds?
I do like Vorgoth.
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
That's endless and dumb? It's horrifying.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people.
Their very souls. But we know...
Those other two options didn't make a whole lot of sense.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
It's the entire fate of your nation!
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom... Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
You could also be having a normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
I wonder if he could... See, a proper Dragon Age game would let him get the lantern and then be like, hey, are you gonna use that to become a lich? That's what it would do. It would not be scared of doing that. Oh, hey, Tosh. Do you want us to invite dinner with your mom?
Hey, I got word from my mother.
Yep.
She wants to talk.
Yep.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
Lair of the Dragon King. Ah! Do we get to fight? We're not going to fight the Dragon King. It's just going to be King. We're not going to fight the Dragon King, I imagine. I think we're just going to go have a nice little chat with him. You know, I feel like playing a little bit of dress up. I'm not really excited about playing any of these quests necessarily. A little bit of Emmerich's. A little bit of Davrin's, but I'm just afraid it's a conversation. Everyone else is just kind of like, you know? So I'm going to do something that I enjoy. I'm going to enjoy something. I want to look at the other appearances that we've got. And see if there's any that I'm really liking. Okay. No. We used... Oh, which one are we using? Oh, the Sturdy Recruit. Okay, so that is the Venatori... I think that was the Venatori disguise that... whatchamacallit, that Davrin had. Let's see. Garb of kinship. Yeah. Let's see what else, what other new stuff that we got. Not my favorite. It's just the well, it makes me look. It's like over me, and it makes me look very, very like look how thin I look in this. Like I'm a normal proportioned person, and then that just hangs out so much over it. It makes me look like I have like a beer belly. Maybe it's to assimilate the dad bod. Like this one I like a lot better in comparison. I would have thought that... Oh my gosh. Look at them booty shorts. Would this not just be the most awful thing to wear? I'm not even sorry. I do think that this is probably the best elven looking garb that I have. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna stick with it. I think, because yeah, it's too feathery. Like that's okay, but I'm not human, you know? Even that looks okay. But again, it doesn't look very elven, and it probably should. I want to kind of have that elven look. And I guess that's a Dalish colors. Let's see. Jumper's jumper. Ha 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 ha. That looks... It's... Have you ever worn bags on your front like that? It just... You might as well just be wearing cargo pants, but you're just... Cargo shirts? They never count on for a reason. And then there's the feet that we just can't do. Yeah, we're gonna keep with it. All these other armors here, like Dalish wraps, and Judicator's plating, and Plumage of the Mad Crow, like Tevinter Knight. We'll work on it. Can you stop rotating, please? Did we get any cool new weapons that we wanted to go with? Like that. I've always liked big paladin hammers. Ooh, the sledge, but it's in a Dalish form. I also don't know why they call this Lawrence. I don't recall Lawrence being a Dragon Age character. Yeah, we're gonna stick with it. I like the big hammer. And then for the sword, we are doing the Dark Shard. Ooh. I like the blade. Like that blade too. That's probably the most Dalish. Let's keep an eye on that. Nope. It looks like we're looking for Arum weapons if they're gold. But also Arlethan would be good. The swords look lame. Oh, I guess this is the point in the game where we probably should be using Mythal's Light. It fits in this level of the story. I hate that. It's not connected. There's no hilt. Now that is a proper sword that I probably should have been using for a while. But it will be Mythal's Light. As for the shield, do we have a better shield anymore? I typically like the bigger shields. Yeah, that's the heater. That is the bulwark. Flying kite Dalish. It's just too wooden. It's too gold for what I have, isn't it? Wedge of old cheese would be a funny one that I wouldn't use. I'm gonna go with the Sentinel of Glory. Okay. I guess we could check our hats. Yeah, I forgot I changed it. Oh, what a dork. Okay, so which one do we have equipped? And ugh, that bow. Look at that. Ugh, back bow. The back. It reaches from the neck a little, but I'm getting back to it. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think that one's good. I like Mayfereth's Betrayal because of the lore behind it, but the white is just the white cloth is just getting on me. And I like this style for NPCs, but I've never been able to have a character wear something like this. I'm serious. There's been like a couple games that have hats like this, and I'm like, ooh, that looks really cool. And then I look at it, I'm like, I can't wear it though. And yeah, that one has the helm to like it's not low enough because it's not actually covering your neck or chin, which makes it's covering your face, but I guess none of them are really covering your neck and chin, huh? Wait, they can't both be the same thing. Yeah, we'll go with this one. That one looks pretty good. See, like if a sword like went here, it would hit the chin. It wouldn't kill you. Probably would really hurt though. Oh, I look so dumb. I apologize. I apologize to who's ever made it through this whole thing. It's like, and they said, "Yeah, you're doing great, Jota Zeta. You're doing the good work. I appreciate your fashion sense and making this game watchable and enjoyable." Not anymore. Nope. No, we can't do her brother first because that is the final quest for her. We should be doing the quests where people talk, which is probably going to be Tash.
Farewell for now.